People managed to stop the unlawful mayoral elections, and you are demanding to reinstall them.
Yes, we are.
So while you telling people you fighting for their rights, you are in fact pushing the reorganization forward.
Yes, we support the global agenda, but we believe we have a better chance of succeeding because we present ourselves as the opposition.
You want all elections reinstalled, but that validates the mayor's Labour reorganisation people already blocked. Whose side are you on?
I'm on the side that wants to win. We support the Labour totalitarian agenda, but we know how to bring it fast. People need the job to be done.
People doing the job themselves. They issued councils with PAP in Section 151 since October. They demanded to stop unlawful mayoral elections and to stop the reorganisation. This is the job people want.
Yes. And that's the problem. People aren't supposed to get involved in politics. They don't really understand the system and our internal agreements.
People do understand the system and they win. 34 councils voting, 29 now under resident scrutiny. People challenge the councils because councils decide, ministers don't. So why are you suing ministers? Is this ignorance or deliberate misdirection?
Ministers look better in the headlines and keep people emotionally engaged. Pointing to councils would require reading documents, and we can't have that. We want people to want us to win, and our job is to make sure everything they do leads to that outcome.
When you talk about people who want you to win, are you referring to your latest infamous recruits?
That is a gross misrepresentation.
I'm simply questioning why recycled politicians, people who already failed the public, are now being presented as the pride of your party. Why should anyone support those who've already proved they won't stand up for them?
These are highly experienced politicians. They've contributed enormously to shaping the global agenda, and they'll continue that work with us. Their mission is our mission. They know the job. Some have been paid very well by major developers to push their housing schemes. Regulations and public objections, all managed. Others successfully pushed the COVID messaging and who've survived a few misunderstandings around tax and ministerial rules.
You call yourself the opposition, but you support the Tony Blair devolution agenda rebranded as reorganization. You say you oppose net zero, yet you support renewable energy programs, solar and wind investment, and local climate solutions. You say you oppose climate ideology, yet your own representatives promote clean energy and climate technology as essential. You support the housing needs agenda while the UK population is facing its biggest decline in decades. Who are these houses being built for? So tell me plainly, who are you opposing? And what exactly are you opposing? Because from where people are standing, you're not opposing the agenda, you're managing it while telling people to support your work.
Look, you clearly don't understand how politics works. It doesn't actually matter what we oppose or don't oppose. We make people feel included in achieving the goal rather than dictated to and forced to comply. That's where other parties fail. They don't care how it feels. We do the same things, of course, but we do it properly because we care about the country. We care about the nation. That's why we bring the global agenda forward with public support, not against it. People don't resist when they believe they're participating. That's the difference. That's what you call leadership.
I notice you've gained participation from certain councillors who suddenly discovered a moral awakening after staying in office for a full year without a mandate. They didn't respond with any moral concern to residents' PA, but they did promise to step down if you lose your case, whatever that case is supposed to be.
I'm glad you mentioned these heroic men. And yes, I suppose Section 151 has a way of encouraging reflection. Nothing sharpens morality quite like personal responsibility.
Then answer me this. Why did none of your councillors offer support to residents after receiving PAPs? Why did you not back the resident legal challenge, but instead create your own case that directly contradicts it?
Our case provides structure and headlines. It gives people something exciting to watch, read about, and follow without getting involved themselves. If people realize they still have the right to say no, and that they don't need the media to tell them what to think or do, it would only confuse them. And that wouldn't just break the agenda, it would leave a lot of journalists with nothing left to write about. And if the whole thing falls apart, the media narrative can no longer keep everyone occupied. That's why I admire Tony Blair. He understood power and he knew how to use it. Tony was, and still is, an exceptional leader. He is not PM anymore, but his program continues. Blair is leading in advancing climate emergency strategy, despite the UK contributing less than 1% of global CO2 emissions. To complete the agenda, we need a leader like him. We need to work closely, follow his advice, and stay aligned. I backed Tony Blair as vaccination czar because he knew how to command compliance. That's leadership. Only my party can match his strategy and complete the reforms he set in motion years ago.
Thank you. I won't take any more of your time. That was very helpful.